now tuning into BaisWave.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the HVV podcast. This is episode 2. I'm your host Lev, and I've got a returning guest, Brit,
Hello.
and I've got 2 new guests. I've got Ellie.
Hi.
And I've got Graham.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So today we're going to be talking about emotions in football and how we handle them. So first of all, I want to, catch up from last week, as we talked about how a bad weekend of results can ruin your life. So how does it feel when you come off a football field, and what is your first reaction when you lose?
Yeah, it's honestly the worst feeling ever. We're all athletes here at this table, so we all know how much work we put in training. We don't have to go to training, but we do because we want to, and we want to get better. We want to win our games, and then when you go to the game and you don't get the result that you were wishing for the whole week, then it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to take. For me, in my situation, I try so hard to not let it affect me the next week, but it's impossible. Like, for example, last weekend we didn't have the best result. We also got quite hard done by,
yeah.
But it was horrible. For the next week at training, it was just on your mind. During the day at uni, at work, it's on your mind. So you just want to get to the next match day as quick as possible and make sure you get a better result there.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think for anyone who likes competing, it's really difficult to get over a loss. But for you girls, you had a massive break in between. How does that affect, mental going into the next game? How many weeks was it? Was it 2 weeks that you missed out?
3 weeks,
Wow.
almost a month. October, we just play a game, and we just came back 2 weeks ago to play.
Mhm.
And talking about loss, this season still no loss. Hopefully, we continue like that. We continue with this streak. But for example, the only game in October, we drew that game, and for me that was a loss because we were supposed to win it. 100% we were better, but we were unlucky, I guess. So for the rest of the month, basically, because we didn't play games, so that was really on my brain. And and also because we were first and now we're second, so that really disturbs me a lot. But even a draw can be seen like a loss for me sometimes, depending, of course, which team you're playing against. But I cannot take a loss easily. I need just
Yeah, of course.
I think for me, losing is less of the issue. I don't think I'm really as competitive in that way. I think it's more myself. I'm much more harsh about my own personal performance. And if I didn't play well that game, then I'll definitely be thinking about it. I think even at practice, if I do something particularly stupid, I will definitely remember that. And coming back from also not being with the team for a really long time, it was really great to see the energy and the positive emotions that all the new girls are bringing. But I guess it's still the same challenge of how we recover from taking some games or some results that we're not super happy about. And also not just competing with the other team, but being the best that we can, even if we know that we should get the win anyways.
Yeah, I really like that you mentioned that you focus more on your own performance, and I actually want to explore that a little bit more. How do you, in the game, when you feel like you're having a tough game, how do you stay positive? What do you do? Because we've been quite negative, so I want to, flip it a little bit. So how do you stay positive and bring that positive energy back into the team?
Yeah, if you're feeling negative in a game, it's normal, right? It's natural to feel negative, and maybe you're not having the best day. You can't have a great day every game, every practice. So for me, if I want to stay positive, I just remember that football is something that I love and enjoy. yes, I'm there to compete. I want to win everything. I'm a very competitive person. But also I use it to enjoy myself. It's also an escape from reality, if you can, you can put it like that. So I think if you just remember that, it will naturally be positive, and then people will follow that as well.
Yeah, I agree. Like you say, like it's like you just need to think that you're there just for fun as well. It's not only competition. Like most of the time, I'm angry about myself. Like while I play also this Sunday, even though we play against the second team, but still, I think I didn't give the best of myself. So I was a little bit angry about with myself, like especially first half, because I thought I didn't touch the ball. I didn't do anything for the team. So I came back second half and I was like, okay, I'm here, yeah, to compete and everything, but also mostly for fun. Even if maybe I don't score or whatever, still assisting or contributing to the team is also a good thing for me as well. So I just think about like, yeah, be positive. It's not only about me, it's about the team. And yeah, and also I just start singing in my brain as well. Like in my head, I just start singing to just be like, okay, it's just a game. It's okay if I don't really contribute or whatever, I don't score or whatever. But still, like, yeah, I don't know.
No, it's really cool that you mentioned that you in the game, like you start thinking and like, oh, okay, I need to be more positive.
Yeah.
And bring that positive vibe. Do you also feel like that's something that you do in a game?
Yeah, I definitely think so. If I know that I'm not having a great game, or this is exactly what I was thinking about in terms of results. Like obviously over the weekend we played the second team and we won by a decent amount, but most players on our team felt like we didn't give the best performance for some reason or another. And I think that for me trying to stay positive, I also think about the great things that I see other players doing. If I can try and actually get out of my head a little more, that's better, and see other people are obviously making mistakes as well, but we're all still enjoying being here and being together. And sometimes Brit will do an amazing cross or an amazing pass, and I will just really try and focus on that and the great ways that we're supporting each other while playing, instead of that stupid thing that I did like 10 minutes ago. So that helps sometimes.
It can be difficult to let those go, right?
Yeah.
Like you're just, okay. But I've done some coaching a little bit. Like now I've done some goalkeeper coaching, and I always think about it like this for the keepers that I train. Is like, okay, you have to focus on the next thing. Like let the last thing go, whatever. If it's a goal, it's a save, whatever. You have to just focus on the next moment, you know. I think that's really important. And that was one thing I wanted to ask you, Graham, as well, especially is your I see on like the cameras and the videos back that your lovely girlfriend produces for us, how emotional you are, like especially for our first goal that you assisted, by the way. What an assist.
Thanks, man.
How does that feel, you know, like how come it's like so much goes into it for you?
Yeah, honestly, it's just we spend so much time together at training, even outside of training. It's a team sport, so you're wanting to win. You're all competitive as a family. So when we lose or we draw, we drop points, or we don't play as well as we should be, that's why it hurts so much. Is because you see your family like not achieving what they deserve, what they've worked for. So then, for example, on Sunday, we scored quite early in the game. We were playing amazing, really, really intense. Everyone was working hard. So then that goal felt like a reward for everyone. And that's why I got emotional, like, because I was like, yes, we scored. And then unfortunately, the second goal was my fault. No, their goal was my fault. But thank God for the boys that they brought it back.
No, that was offside. That was definitely offside. Alex ruined my clean sheet for that, so shout out to you, Alex. Thank you. But how does it feel for you guys on the field, like when you score or you concede? I don't mind. Like what is it that you look for the first? Whose reaction do you look for first? Because I always look at Graham. Graham is always the first reaction for me. I look at it and I think, okay, yes, that's what I love to see.
I think in our team, not a lot of people, like when they score, they do something like they celebrate or whatever. I think I'm the one that celebrates a lot when scoring. Like, I feel like other teams like, oh, it's great or something's weird. It's like, but I just like, it just comes naturally when you score or you assist. You're like, yeah, oh my God, I did it. Like, But like, for example, when Leti is at the games, she's the one that she's always the one supporting or shouting every time like I score or assist or make an attempt. So I look at her, most of the time because of. I mean, she was my. Oh my God, she was my. We were like the duo at HVV, and now it's just me. So it's kind of weird, strange. But yeah, every time I score, I just go to her, or I try to go to her. I just look at her as well, and. Yeah, if not now, Ellie's back as well. So we're assisting each other in the last 2 games. So also her, yeah.
Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always looking at Britt. I'm like, because you're always going to do something for sure. That's definitely the most exciting reaction on our team, I think. Plus, me and Britt love assisting each other. So whoever, got the assist or got the goal, it's always just like extra. Just like a joint celebration. It's like, nice, we did it again.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Do you feel more confident about playing when you play with each other? So let's say you're both on the field. Do you feel more confident in your game? Is that a thing?
I feel like, kind of. Because I know like when I cross it in, there's Ellie inside with her long legs stopping the ball and trying to shoot. So yeah, like I think... Yeah, in the last games I had 2 assists for Ellie, so yeah, we're gonna do more, eh?
Definitely.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What a duo.
I think going back to the celebrating, where like the emotion coming out of the celebration is part of football, right? Like when you score, when you assist, when you keep a clean sheet, it's part of football to celebrate. Like nowadays you see on social media, people get a lot of stick for celebrating or doing weird celebrations or different celebrations, and it's part of football. Like you score, you do something nice, you earn the right to celebrate.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. I mean, I've seen comments on social media as well about this, and I feel like you put so much effort into trying to be the best player that you can be, and then exactly like you can celebrate however you want when that goal goes in. And I feel like that's the worst part of being a keeper, because when you concede, that player is celebrating in your face. That's that hurts. That does hurt sometimes. But it's I also wanted to ask, like, how can you put this in a different perspective? For example, because we've been talking about how we play football, but now you've touched on watching football, right? We watch a lot of Champions League. Well, some of us watch a lot of Champions League or Europa League or wherever our team plays, right, Britt? And our emotions can be tied to that as well. We explored that last episode as well. And so I wanted to ask Graham, for example, when you watch Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
It's Arsenal. When you watch Arsenal, what happens to your emotions? Like, how do you feel?
They all go out the window. I honestly, I mean, I've been an Arsenal fan since really, really young. Through the thick and the thin and the bad moments that club has put me through, but also the good moments. So, when I'm watching them and we lose, the emotions hit really, really hard. Or if we play really well, it's because you have that emotional tie with this club. You love this club for a reason. You don't just grow up and you just choose random clubs to support you. Or you have, I mean, some people support more than one club, but most of the time you choose one club because of a reason, whether that be your family supports them or your best friend supports them or you grew up in that area. So you have more of an emotional tie, a relationship with this club. So for me, when Arsenal do something bad, I hate them. When they're winning, I love them. But I think that's just the relationship in football when you support a club.
I also think that has to do with your competitiveness. I think you describe competitiveness as like something that ties into your football. So if they do something that you don't like, you are gonna be down for days. I know how you.
I'll be
I know how that
down
feels.
next to Mikel Arteta, and I'll coach the team.
Yeah. And what about you, Britt? How are you feeling? You know, emotionally, you must be in a different state right now, supporting Fiorentina.
Yeah, it's been difficult. It's been a difficult, strange season. We lost all our games basically. We drew 2 or 3, I think. We never won in 11 games.
Wow.
We're last. Yeah, I've never seen Fiorentina this bad. Like, okay, I didn't start early. I started like in 2018, 2019 following them. We were bad, but not this bad. Like, I
can
don't
see the
know.
pain on your face when you say that.
Yeah,
you know,
while he was talking about Arsenal, I know Arsenal right now is doing well. I was just like, Britney, don't cry, because I cannot say the same about my team. We're being, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I mean, maybe thank God I could say that I don't really watch all their games, because most of the time they're on Sundays and I also have games, so I don't have the possibility to watch them. But every time I watch them, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I don't even really watch the game, because I know, like, they're not even playing. I don't know. You know what?
Wow. The rest of the words are not for the podcast,
they're not
unfortunately.
even playing, like, I don't know. Like, looks like people that never touch a ball or something. Like, it's not possible. And on Saturday we are playing against Juventus. I already know. Like, it's okay.
You're already hurting, and the game hasn't even started.
I'm even working all day, so I will say during the break I will be like. But I mean, we changed the coach now, so hopefully we do something else. But yeah, this season, as an Italian, Nigerian, and Fiorentina fan, it's not going well. Nigerian didn't qualify for the World Cup. Italy playoff, and we don't know. Fiorentina, let's not talk about it. So it's not really going well. So yeah, at least HVV is going well.
At least.
At least.
Well, at least something positive, because as you can see, like, it's so, the emotions are so, like, your emotions are influenced by football in all matters, you know, and how this just showcases how deeply those emotions can hurt. Like, you haven't even kicked a football and you're already in pain because you know how it might go.
Yeah,
you know?
I already know.
Yeah.
Fiorentina, always Fiorentina.
I think that's really crazy for a person on the outside, you know, like, because for me, I always try to look positively towards a game, but wow, I mean, my own game, that is, because supporting Manchester United has for a long time been just pain, like exactly how you kind of described. So I think it's difficult to put it into words how much our emotions are controlled by the game at like all levels, right? But what about you, Ellie? How does it affect you if you support any club at all? If not, then what is it like? Let's say you go to watch a friend's game or something like that. You watch from the outside. How does it affect you?
I think the first thing that I think of is that I was really lucky to grow up in a country where it's really normal for girls to play. In the US, the women's team is the better team. Everyone knows that. That's always been kind of a fact of life. So the fact that there was always that women's representation in something that you could watch and something that a lot of girls on my teams growing up cared about was really special. But I only kind of see that looking back because it felt so absolutely normal at the time. And as I've traveled and lived in other countries, I see that is not the case. And a lot of girls grow up not seeing women play professionally like that and follow mostly men's teams or only get to watch their male friends play too. So if I have to think about emotions around watching football, I think that, yeah, being able to connect with it also in that way. And have had that experience growing up and now be able to be on such a supportive, just positive team with HVV has been a really amazing experience. And I'm glad that those emotions do resonate for so many people watching the game, even if it's hard sometimes.
Yeah. And I also wanted to point out that now we have the camera, right? It's incredible to see the support, like you mentioned, for any of the games. Like even if it's you girls playing or us playing, you can always hear people supporting and chatting in the background. Especially the camera picks up all the celebrations. I think that's really amazing. And even at like this level, where it's just like friends basically, or a Sunday league level, it's really awesome to see this kind of support and collective. And I think that these emotions can and like play such a huge part of the collective that we're trying to build at HVV at least. And I just wanted to ask you guys as well, like, how do you think that now we've got this camera as well, and how does that like help build the community a little bit more?
Yeah, like the camera, it could be used for like tactical analysis and stuff like this, but the most important thing for me is it captures all the memories, right? All the moments that are happening on the pitch. If you're not even on the pitch, you're on the sidelines and supporting all the teams. It captures those moments. Like, of course, you can remember it as a memory, but to have it on your phone or your laptop or whatever, these pictures and videos of you assisting your best friend, or like a funny celebration, or class saves from Lev every weekend. It's really nice to have as like a token of your memory, kind of.
Yeah, I feel that. What about you?
Yeah, I also agree. It's like a memory, look back at what happened on Sunday. And maybe you thought that you didn't even play that well, and then you see the video and you're like, oh, maybe it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. So, yeah, also to remember the goals, the assists, whatever you've done on the pitch. Yeah, I think it's a good way to remember and everything. And also posting online is also a way to show everyone else that wasn't there what happened during the game, and also bring the community together, and also maybe goes viral. Also people will like to join the team. I don't know, but like, it's just also to let other people know like we exist and we're doing something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the way, that's exactly the process both me and Bert went through this weekend, being like, ooh, I don't know if I want to see that. and then the goals were marked, and we were like, oh, okay. Not that bad. Only those exact moments. But yeah, definitely. It helps with building the community and showing that, yeah, it's a great team, and hearing the screams of people on the sidelines and everything is very fun to look back on.
It's cool to see. It's cool to see. And I have just one last part to ask you guys. It's about coaching and coaches. How do you think coaches affect you? Like, how have they affected you in the past? And like, how do they shape, your future, or how you view football? Has it changed much? And how has it changed?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've had many amazing coaches throughout my life, and honestly, I don't think I could repay any of them, because it's the things that they've taught me on the pitch have also helped me off the pitch. And there's things that coaches have taught me when I was 8 years old that I still use nowadays. Coaches that I had 2 years ago that have shown me things or taught me things that I wouldn't have even imagined. And honestly, it's really great to see. I've been a coach before as well, and just the fact that you can think that you could impact someone's life like that. Like, you're not just telling someone what to do or what they should do, or you're not just motivating them on the pitch, but you actually, like, if you're kind of giving them some sort of life lesson as well. That's at least how I take it. Like, I have learned sportsmanship, discipline. And many people that don't play football might not realize that there's more than just tactics and going to play football for fun and stuff, and a coach that just tells you what the formation is and who the captain is. But you actually learn a lot of lessons that you can use in your future.
Yeah, I think it instills something in you. Like a good coach can really genuinely change your life.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the good coaches, and maybe our coach as well.
We'll see
You'll
how
get
the
a
season
shout out.
goes.
Yeah, if we win the league, you'll get a proper shout out. Yeah. What about you, Rit?
For me, yeah, I also had different coaches. Like, I didn't play football all my life, so I had other sports. Also, they helped me grow up and everything. Yeah. But I remember my first coach when I started playing football. He put me in a totally different position that I never liked. I was fullback. Yeah, fullback. And the whole season I was like, no, please, put me winger, please. It's not because I played football before. It's just because I wanted to be winger because my favorite player was a winger. So I just wanted to follow him. So he never put me winger. So I was like, I don't like you, my guy. I don't like you. And then, my other coach then put me as a winger because I never told him that I was fullback the year before. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a winger. I was like, okay, be a winger. And so, then my first coach was like, you were right. Britney, you were right. And I was like, I told you, my guy. I told you I was a winger, not a fullback. But yeah, I grew up as well with them, like they helped me and everything. And also now Alex, he's a chill guy. Like, I feel like I'm more confident now. Trainings are, they're nice. They're like, when he's there, they're like, I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what to say, but yeah, shout out to coaches, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. What about you, Ellie?
Yeah, I think talking about emotions, that's like a really great question because for me, coaches are some of the absolutely most impactful. Every game, every practice, they kind of can shape how the team is feeling collectively, how you feel about your performance, how you know how to improve going forward. And it's also taught me a lot, like you said, off the pitch in terms of how I even respond to different kinds of criticism, what works, what doesn't. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't think I'm super win-lose competitive, and I'm also not super motivated by putting me against another player and being like, oh, this girl's doing better than you today, or like that doesn't really work for me. So it's been really interesting to see what kind of tactics coaches find for different players, for different situations, and getting people motivated and excited and able to play the best that they're capable of. And yeah, I don't think it would really be possible to grow and improve as a team without great coaches. So yeah, definitely a fundamental part of the game. And yeah, shout out to Alex for absolutely changing HVV1 at least last year.
For real.
Because
that
was huge. Now we don't know what he's up to, but
yeah.
But last year,
It was different.
game changer for sure.
For real. Yeah, shout out to Alex for real.
I-
Because my first season wasn't no. So yeah, Alex came and changed HVV1. So yeah, shout out to Alex for real.
Yeah, I really like the love for the coaches because for them it takes even longer to set up, because you just arrive at training and you go, oh, okay, let's train. But for them, they're 2 hours before the training is like, okay, we need to plan it properly. And I think it's really important to make sure that coaches are, appreciated. And I think good coaching and positive coaching is like the most important part of it all. But yeah, if you guys have any other last remarks, I'm happy to have them.
No, yeah, as you guys said, coaching is a full-time thing. You have so many things you need to take into account. Like, as you said, Ellie, like you got to find each player's way of motivating them, how to get them playing better. And it's very complicated and complex because every player is so different. You can't just treat every player the same. So yeah, I really resonate with that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you guys all for listening. I hope you enjoyed the episode 2 of our podcast. And you can listen to us on Spotify. And hopefully we'll see you guys around at HVV.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.